AP Radio 105.7.
Action Power TV, the way of salvation.
You're listening to AP Radio.
Action Power TV, the way of salvation.
AP Radio 105.7.
You're listening to AP Radio.
Nonsia bo abusia mamu nyina mu adwo anwumre yi eba APTV ene radio 105.7 so yaboabo ansam hodo asisi ye mayebo ene ama hodo so de di kreditie ne san so di hwe ene ye de somon sam no de obete ebidie Yabampani akire mu se enche bia won be fa nesefo ama wo aye djuma e de aboa yapomoden ho ensem sanso ana panifo de hyehye egu akwamu a wo boy amane se e wasantemantam kropon kumasem ne de abosome miensa yenkan ya no enhye dan nyina so saa esanse wo be yensiesie kakra e wo ho Yebeko ensefufrom NDPC wabodi ato dwasa da bia wombo nkunta de basa economy no enyini ekonenim nanso so no yenhye dan hu sunsunsanso ewo enwuma nyamo Yeko amahodwo so ensemu a amanebo ede se ukọ Myanmar kodro anase ship mienu adabutu ko wiase amanebo efi UN ho ba ne se nipa be 500 ne akire yi ene osusu se wo mato ananom nse do Dodo aka ho ne de so mo se no nsia brem kase okwanews.apmedia.gh.com ho ne de nsem a mebekinkan nyina ne afoforo bi akogo online stories no sanso na YouTube channel ne APTVGH TikTok Instagram and X and Fidini APmedia_GH Facebook also APTV online on Sabetumi Akayen Medina boss lady Afia Kyem Agyemang Yashan Samno say at the Free Action Power Faith Ministries of Penny Dr. Kukudazi Efrim nin chirechiremo. No amaya hunu se ene kronkron ye no enipa pi no adan oguso acheche enfasa asem ne ho. Se se obetumi akonya me ho a ene osofo bia ono ye sofo bone nchirechire ne do beko. Ana se bi wo ho no mo se ma sora me wo mu de ya gye niam wei ene we atomu a saa ne men nyina nka enye emfa nipa enkonya mmone nso esansa ne sofo ama kwan ama wo mo yenti ohu ne se obetumi aye no asa akonyame ho Dr. Efrem na ama ye hu se kronkron ya abrabọ no nimu a wontumi nkọ nti se wa wote asori bi mu na hu se wo sofo pani na se de odi monim onhyem ema mu ni kronkron ya abrabọ so a enya de abetumi akonyame ho
asafo binum ebetumi apene so ama wo mo asafo ma no ayebone wo ma bodwaman anomonsa nanso so die radi beka no enu ne begina enye de asafo a wo mo preso ma wo mo asafo ma no ye no ene begina enye de osofo begitum ewo na sori mu no ene begina nemum ayedie ewrade nyame tumfo agitum no ene begina sa wo pese wura nyame ahenie mu a eye nyame ene sese wutie no enye usofo no a onye papa no sa wo pese wura nyame ahenie mu na one ne trafebo a hwehwe ohwefo a obetumi akyerɛkyerɛ no kware a wo nyame asemu na waboa wa mo jai odamoni ne ye biara nyame tan hwehwe sofo a obetumi aboa wo ama wababraba ebeso nyame ani se osofo bi ja wo se traboni mu a opese uko hell esanse ho ena ono nso obeko ade biara osofo prinsu ma wo ye bia eni nyame asem bo abra bia no e kire se ono nso ya de korona bi
Afei Dr. Efrem Bowra mu ma ye hunu niema bi asofo bi agi atom wo mo sore mu a ne asore kwofo so hu ne se sa na tie ma fa no normal mu ne se so ndo mu hu jimbia setel no betumi akonyame ho ama ye hu se sore bi wo ho abeba wura mu ban be me bi mo di nhye mu wo mo tete ho na so na awade o mo nware bi eno Dr. Efrem ma hu se wonye hu sa de ne nko a wo asore dem de a chese ncheche papa bi enu a yekoso a wo betumi e de akonyame ho ne afoforo pia obobo so edeka ho
enamafo no pese nyame gya wo mo emo ye de omo pe na se omo akono a de omo pese nyame ye ni se onya wo mo na obia ombenya no bia no na omo de nipakro aso omo akono na no na mama nyame ehunfo so bia wo we na nei asofo no wo mo apene so e wo mo nsore mo anka ewo senka wo mu beka kire emrantie ne mabawa ewo mu nsore no mu ama wo mate nyame asem asese nyame ekan boni echiri boni na se wo mu ne obi a wo mu nware no ebo adwaman no ye frɛ no boni no asofo no ka kire wo mu se wo bu wo adwen bi anan hyehyeye bi se wo mu be ware a wo mu betumi ada abodwaman de ya me nwanwa ne se wo mo a aye san dudu no a aye nipa wo mo enim achro akenkan a wo mo enim ngoma wo mo nye nipa wo mo nim achro nim akenkan no waka se ebi a wo mo ntumi kenkan bible na wo mo de atinyame hyehyeye ne nsusu ye ase enu ntina wo mo yesa wo mo ye nipa wo mo sua ngoma ena ya wo mo ye wo mo te se nipa omo ko school da omo ni ma chiro ni makinka ye nipa omo betumi akinka bible atiase ena ya omo yesa wanwa pa ye wo wiase a mema omo de ma bobe sibra se omo nko bobe sibra mfa sika mre wo mo se wo mo ye nsempa kafo ye wo mra atutufo se wo mo ye nsempa kafo ye wo wiase a asore kofo ye wo mo te se de se bakronkron ye ho eye ade a entumi nye ho da a nyame hwehwe free nipa ho a kristofo kan a wo trase wo nyame asem mu pa no wo hu wo mo se wo mo ye nipa sonko bi nipa nko asore se wo mo pese wo mo hu nyame na wo mo trase wo kronkron ye mu emano ntia nipa nko asore esan kwaje enti nipa ko asore esan so wo mo pese wo mo di asore no enya de wo mo ankasa pe wo mo ko asore se wo mo ko so wo mo ankasa ani wo mo nko asore enko so nyame ani sa wo pese wo ni nyame tena She osofo a obetumi ehunu adamo ne nema na wabɔ kɔkɔ afa ho. De owa akoko duru a otumi de tenetene mfomso. Eye osofo atisa ene betumi de wakɔ nyame nkyɛn.
We are of Penny Action Power Faith Ministries no Dr. Kokudazi Ephraim and Cheche Equasiada no Pebiano son Casafoni ne Casafide so Simisubium Yuquada and if you're then you men so. Yet Swako, your mum penny his excellency John Ramani Mahaman Simo. What in Sambia to Ja or Chemusa a nurse of 4 year or no more every training colleges here. And they were more with fear and father drawn one fancy Jumamono or one comma command to me. It's on Sabino de Shishay Egua Quemoa or Ben in Prenuso. The Edican or Befa and Nipabe 8,000 a nurse of 4. I'm a 1 way Juma, dear Tosson so to me for 8,000. Ye canning in Abomoa. A nurse for 16,000 and your man pennies for motion anymore. Sankrata 70 be able to me at a ton aquemoa. Ye befa womodo ma share ya pomodin Agyemang and canka and grown was sabi and croon kuma. A nurse for near doctor for no sono. Woman ye for me, ye do one more ebeco. A man penny de sans me to Jano. That's just a free primary health care in Jumedino. One more air pahon to ma ewo municipal hospital and then now soma a man penny jan and nemoa. Or the sans me a to just sabe be able to emo. Ediama one more qua nursing training college every no more fee.
Now we're giving him clearance to open the portal to absorb 16,000 nurses in 2 batches. The first batch is 8,000, the second batch is 8,000. So that by the time my daughters and sons who are waiting to complete training camp, there'll be a shorter queue before they are posted. But the caveat we're giving is most of those that we're employing now, we are sending you to underserved areas. And like Florence Nightingale said, she would not... You see, when I said underserved areas, you were very quiet.
Yeah, Mampani, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, no. Egusua one in Semo, Wakako Piemo, Ewa from Mantamnim, Recertain Ghana agenda no to noa. Oguso e kosono Volta region ni mo akopie no chese dwumedie dodro no ano digu akwemo enti trip we die adehia wo mo ho wo mo awiatadwe papa de na ye mampani kopie mo e wo ho stadium kese e wo ho okoba pra hwese ne ye ho dwumedie ne niema hodro city okoye no e no se ho sport stadium no ompeso mo hwe na wo mo ye nsesan ye wo ho omo mani page ne ne ya befo pa kwan e foso stadium yesi no ene niema pia di hihye mu ma timika se radio stadium pa ne yesi omo be ye ho de ne saa na atumi aboa wase nyina be hye Ghana ye konya mfinhia no aduoso Afia di animu yi na saa mfinhia na no beba wase saa no ombe siesie ho na atumi a kire se Ghana enya mfinhia na aduoso a eniema dodo no anso ekoye e wo man mu na ne kasa mu no sanso kire se 2026 FIFA World Cup yi a Ghana ne ye wo mu bi a Chelsea yetumi call ya kodu round of 32 a free mono. O say ya boso wokese e de sese ye de ebo Black Stars for no. Esansan ne ye be kokora no krofo bi ka say group stages no a ne be free mu. Na nso ye mampani say wono mo a kire se ball no wo mu nimbo. Enti wo mo kọ wo manim kakra round of 32 gidi ye say si ye de achi type a ma team no coach na fe technical team ni nyina e betumi aboa ma Black Stars no yakoye nem.
So we want that by the time this stadium is also 70 years, we would have reconstructed it into a very modern facility. It has a very strategic central location in the municipality, which is an advantage, and it has sufficient land around it to build a very modern stadium here. And so we will allocate the funds. We'll do the designs. The designs will be brought back here. Public interaction on the designs will be done. And after that, we'll cut the sort for the work to commence. We want it to be a multi-use facility, not only for soccer, but it must have other entertainment complexes. The problem we have with most stadia is when we're not playing soccer, we're not doing anything with the stadium. And so this stadium would have shops, it will have entertainment, it will have restaurants and different facilities. So that even if we're not playing soccer, in the spirit of the 24-hour economy initiative, people will still come and use the stadium. It will have a modern grass pitch with a computer irrigation system for watering the grass. And it would have different categories of stands. We want, over the next few years, to have at least 5 stadia in this country that can host CAF competitions properly. Because I'm sure that since 2008, after we hosted the AFCON, the time is almost near for us to host another AFCON. Maybe in conjunction with our neighbors, we can come together ourselves and Cote d'Ivoire and then host. And we also need to start preparing for the next World Cup. So the Black Stars did well. Nobody gave them a chance. People predicted they'll crash out at the group stage, but they managed to get into the round of 32. I'm sure that if we keep this team and we persuade the coach to continue to work with the team, by the time of the next AFCON and the time of the next World Cup, we'll have a team that can claim the championship in any of those 2 competitions.
Ghana Mampani, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Epicasi Gusua, Sompa, Ewo Ho, Anase from Mantam Nimua, or Bapro, Ewo, when the Jumedia or day, Shisha Swinina, Yedimunsem Esumo. Na Yatwaswa, Kane Supreme Court Justice Bakwefan Justice William Atuguba, was say, was Shasanie or my Ghana. Nneɛma si kura wa amanyɔfoɔ ɛne yɛntime mufoɔ ntɛm no a ɔsi ntwa yie ebedu abato abra na amanyɔfoɔ ɛde wɔn hyɛn sɛnea so sɛnea sua sɛnea kuro no kwan si tie bia wɔn bɛfa so akɔ akɔpie mu kuro mu hɔ ɛde wɔn campaign akɔhyehyɛ so sɛnea wɔn ne timamufoɔ bɛdi nkɔmɔ no obɛka sɛ wɔn kɔ ne ne de kota de bɛgu kwan no so wɔn bɛfiri hɔ bɛkɔ no timamufoɔ wɔ hɔ hu wɔn biom afei wɔn akɔ akɔhyɛ soro hɔ nkwan no wɔn di wɔn dwuma saa no ɛna yɛrɛ tuguba kyerɛ sɛ sɛ etumi sesa ɛsɛ sɛ kwan yɛ da amanyɔfoɔ ɛne yɛn timamufoɔ ntam na etumi kasi ani na wɔn abrɛ yɛ mpuntuo ama yɛn hu sɛ yɛato aba ama wɔn a yɛanto aba no ɛngo a yɛbɛtumi ehunu nsunsuanso pa ɛwɔ yɛn pɔtɛm afei wɔde afutusɛm ama mmarahyɛ badwafoɔ no sɛ wɔn ntu wɔn ho fo ɛbɛyɛ kakra no Ghanafoɔ ɛnyɛ sɛ deɛ kane ne yɛtie bi mu yɛto aba ne de ma wɔn na mpunto no ma mɛya ne yɛka no ato mu no ɔsɛ yɛbɛyɛ kakra nipa bɛte agyina ɛno nti ɛna ɛsɛ sɛ amanyɔfoɔ etu wɔn ho fo a yɛto aba ma wɔn a wɔn ma yɛn hu nsunsuanso pa ɛwɔ yɛasetena mu.
Are coming. The politicians are free with everybody. Drinking palm wine, pounding fufu, washing clothes. More than people of the people. As soon as the results come, their calls will not be picked, whether by the ministers or MPs. What kind of life is this? Just a day before, we're all one. Today, victory has come. You have no, I mean, is that how it should be?
Justice William Atuguba and this handsome ya to Jana and near bre papa. On your 4 year to Abama Muria, no more you money dear Mayeno, or Chester Sassa Diano, a tour etumicha, a honey partner emo and sem.
This segment is brought to you by King's Home Studios.
Asantemantam soafo aye Dr. Frank Amoakohene. Bema pa akyere mu se asantemamu ha no ye hia se yetumi esisi courto a omudo mugimedium bedia ne se obi ato wuragu basa ya kyere no yemfa ne nkoho na omma na sotwe mu odin ha ebebo afoforo bi hu na won mu agyae sa subanbone no wakyere mu se sa hawo na yade ha asanteman papa si ya to wuragu basa gata wo ho na nsuo to nsuo ne nam gata ne mu no obi apia bonte akohwie ne wura de agumo onam na wo no mu nsuo no nwia no ato roba na twene bebe ono a epe eba sa emo ama hunidie ho nsem enye adwuma ne senti ene nipa tete saa ne ye kire wo mo a na ne ye wasani bia bi wo ho a dwumadie no nko a no mu di anase obi adi bone yete saa no eno ho asem nko a no mu ka entempa no e de nipa na kɔ ho a saa sanitation court no ebetumi abu adi yasem ama ye a nipa betwe wo mo ho e de free saa suban ne mo ensami wode tudwa e wa bra wo hwe Supreme Court wa enye mfinhia no wo ha ene aduonu 150 enti omo de ho dwumadie e hyehye so ebi be court so wasantemantemu a enam so ema Chief Justice yewa Paul Bafoboni okopie mu wase a Dr. Frank Amakohene de saa de sedie no eto nenim.
Judicial Service for your significant progress made over the years in digitalizing in your e-justice initiatives, specialized courts, the improved case management systems, and the growing use of alternative dispute resolution. These reforms have enhanced efficiency, they have reduced procedural bottlenecks, and have expanded access to our judicial system to many Ghanaians. We encourage the continuation of these transformations, and we look forward to a judiciary that is even more decentralized, bringing justices closer to every district and to every community. This will reduce the burden on litigants to having to travel from long distances, because justice delayed most definitely remains justice denied. Also, we want to thank His Lordship, the Chief Justice, for specialized courts, especially on the issue of galamsey. And equally, we will need more of specialized courts for sanitation, especially for our respective districts, since sanitation has become a key challenge in recent times.
Wei aya Dr. Frank Amakohene wona aba santemantemu a oye swafo nti de wakan de nke ba so a ebetumi aboa ye papa ma wo mo atutu wura gu basabasa mo ama hunidie enkoso asantemantemu ne mpotemu no yebetumi asia no yento so e wonsen foforo swafo no e de hwe nyina mahoden ensam so e yono nyafo John Abdullahi Jinapo wase kumasefo yenti yai abosome ba miense di yanim ne de yenka ne ho nsam no ntumi enyina na so saa esanse ye wo transformers ya wodro bi wo kumasere ne mpotemu ha wotimu sa kyare ye ebi anya mfinhia ne ba aduasa ne akire ya entumi mo ayenka ne ye wo hoyi dumso no ekoso nkakra pa esan sa transformers ne bi ache yenti enu nti omo se ye ma wo ma bosome miensa ene yenkane no ye bedum na no pa ewia kakra ya so ekwa anwumrem ho ye dum no anwumran kase ya so enti we na be ye dumso saa enchiremu ni nyina no ene se wo mo be hwa asesa transformers no enti we no enye ne bone so ene papa mu a abosome miensa no twemu a ye regina pose kumase yebehu nkane ayi pa nti sese de abotere ne yebenya ma wo mo a omo betumi e de aye sansesan ye.
It's been a very difficult decision. We've been going back and forth how to go around this project. Kumasi, like you said, is heavily built. Unfortunately, over the years, there's been a lot of encroachment on Great Coast right of way. The normal situation is that the shoulders of transmission lines, there ought not to be any construction. But unfortunately, there's been construction over the years. And like you said, these lines are more than 30 years. And with demand increasing, and also the installation of new generation units in Kumasi, we need to find a better way of evacuating the power. Initially, the work was supposed to take about 6 months. I directed that we compress and do a shift, different and multiple gangs, so that we can accelerate the pace of work. Based on all the effort we've put in place, we've been able to halve the duration from 6 months to about 3 months. And like you said, it means that we have to take down this old line and put the new line exactly on that path. Other than that, we may have to break houses, we may have to demolish houses in order to put a new line. And the inconvenience and the cost will be unbearable. And so given the opportunity cost and given the situation that we find ourselves, we've come to a conclusion that we need to bring down this old line and erect the new line. We cannot postpone that forever. ECG did some major works recently, and so the people of Kumasi, you would see that your electricity situation has improved significantly. If we don't do these improvements, it means that if we don't do it, we could risk collapsing the entire grid. And so bear with us. We're going to have a systematic planned work. If it involves that we have to take some place off temporarily, they will do that, but we would inform you ahead of time. Also, our objective is to ensure that we do not disrupt business activity for a long time. And so please bear with us as we go through this very necessary phase for the next 3 months so that we can have sustainable supply of power. To upgrade from 300 to about 1,000 means that you are doing about 3 times that capacity. And that means that this line can take us for a very long period of time.
Way John Abdullah Janapo on a swap for Shen Yamahode and so. Intiwede Kumasa for Yasumua, Sabo Sumimi and Samunie, Ombedu Munkanian and Kakankakra. Is also most of transformers nibi ama hode etumia bayen kania ho ensem ne montia ne nya bote kakra e de ama wo na ye to aso TikTok e be e friend Camila Al-Hassan abaya kwodi nsensem e wa posifo nsem ye de na kwakọ gina aseni bia kra makoto ahye se won kwode afiase afe baako na ade a wo ye nie e wo TikTok no so no obia wo ho kwan so otumi e fa camera si nanim na waka na asem wo pese waka na emomo kan ekotia pani bi dia waso be hyepa maami asem a waka nyina no efa ye mampani His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ho ene ensem wo kan de abusua na ani enya papa kaya kosi se 2024 abato na ye beto ye mampani kukuma na ntwie bi e de bi hyehye fom nyina maami Camilla na asem no eno nam so ma aposifo ekokokye no sensem okan no wanka ne yi omde ne kopie mu asene bia nso so waje atum se ampa ensem no okekan ye oni hu adanse enso eba sa ne de a court be boafo eno nam so ma court ahye se wokọ afiase akwakodi afe ne ba ko aba obo no obehu ne smoothness level na lawyer wo gina mu de ma no lawyer Kwadwo Jamfi Bonsu wona kire mu se wo mo ka so mu di force ano no mo hwani mi senka court no betumi ate wo mo sentence ne so na eso so di otena agwamu no wa kire mi se ya nhwe ne ya ma bi mu kra 10 years am ma nkwa ma o mo fa nya futusem enu nti we afe ba kope okotwa de aba oba wo no ankasa obeto ne ho fo
eneno na wadi kan edinaba court ama wonu abe plead guilty to the offenses are the born but ene e ba na chese ne obeje ne punishment and as a judgment na court no etrase no onu say first count na ye the born no ya involve the electronic abuse no court ne say oni jurisdiction na chese oni hu to me esanse so chain district court no it won't mean for punishment no emma no it because of that into no court e boss account no then eguye and a bar the second counter abuse of public conduct into no so court say ma many D4 when no dey o to me say so tie no the punishment there at the man into a lawyer for X-ray say ohun ne mobo.
We a lawyer Kwadwo Jamfi Bonsu won ejina mu se lawyer ni a okoka Camila Al-Hassan asema no se nanka omo pese ebetumi ateso kakra enka judge otena gwam kra no pese o ma ne de brosa na omo srese no se de ye be ma no 1 year onkotwa mra esanse se sa de na doso pa asem no de obetumi aka na kira asem no enti aye nhwe ya no kasa yi e won tenten fidie no so ye twa ho akwaje aboafo nkrato ye ba ye kodwadie mu ensem
no kwasam se adwumasua adea se wonsaka obia ntumi free wonsam enonti enei se wopese wotu kwan kwa manone ana otena oman Ghana mu eye adwumanya sika gu botom dia mekanfo St Augustine Heavy Training Center dia ma ko na onfa na wotwemi no kirawo caterpillar piloda ene forklift no ewo fom kra Yewo Kumasi Asqua, Yeni Asqua Police Station, no, any dinhe mu yesan so ben Asqua Children's Hospital. Tafwa Akoko Space Junction wa ubetumi afre St. Augustine Navy Machine Training Center 0243860810. St. Augustine Navy Machine Training Center. We are your last stop.
For desktops, UPS, toners, and printers galore, Bell Enterprise has got it all. From CCTV cameras to office chairs, keep you in style. At affordable prices that will make you smile. For schools, businesses, and individuals alike, we have what you will surely like. Contact us on 0245 099 786, 0245 099 786. Bell Enterprise. Shop with ease. Introducing the Smiling Shack Outdoor Solar Camping Light. A new modern way of lighting up your world. It's a powerful portable lamp with 2 modes of brightness, a strobe light as well as a flashlight. You can power it through solar charging or Type-C charging. With a built-in high-capacity lithium battery, you can also use it as a power bank to charge up your mobile phone through USB. To purchase one, contact 05 051 5323 or 053 520 3534.
This is what many wireless networks look like. But hey, this is what they actually look like. Introducing Kenny Rose Wireless. Switch to Kenny Rose Wireless and enjoy streaming without buffering, communication with no lagging, business without restrictions, and achievements with no limits. Get connected today. For enquiry, sales, and support, contact us on 020-8282-810. Visit our website on www.kennyrosewireless.com. Kenny Rose Wireless, internet made easy.
Download the AP Media app now. apmediagh.com/app. It is currently available for devices. Coming soon to Play Store and App Store.
You're trying to kwaje ya wafon krato APTV and Radio 105.7 Suni onyojo kase na eguso de somo no na yeto aso e wodwadie ensemo sane nkontabuo esitie no utimu se economy no omo kire se nyini ene yo hamu nchemu be ensia kra na omo keka se aba bebeka ho na enso no National Development Planning Commission NDPC fo akofa sembi di aba wo mo kire se da bia yesi economy ni nyini ene aba foforo ba ye kra de ka wo mo kanya semkum economy na tumi agyina na so ene yesi economy na pem kɔ nanim ewiase nyina ehunu se Ghana ye yade na enso no ba yenye mayimu akasa emebu nya dwuma nye ene ma bo nkokɔ fom kyese bibia ni hɔ no mo a kire woni pa abrabo mu se economy ni nyini enu nti na NDPC fogusua ka se economy no mo kire se enyina mpampa wo nkrata so se dede bia mo kan kire no a mo ma nya dwuma wo ye nipa ya abrabo mu moma ye hu se niama hodo ekɔ nanim eno na ebe ma ye hu se ne aban no hyehyeye no wodi gu akwan mu yi na enya nsusunso panso ye so na se pa se mabuna ye so mu ni nnwuma nye da bia rate no ekɔ soro ne de muntumi nka nche se economy ne ekɔ nanim kopem se ennwuma bebu abata so wo mayi mo no ene ye beji atum economy hu kontebu a dane de nyina mu bu kire.
We at the commission were expecting industry to play a major role in our economic development and to create the jobs we need, the youth need. But the data shows that that it didn't work. It didn't work. So the growth we are seeing, 6.0 we are seeing, it's actually a jobless growth. Look at the performance of industry. It actually contracted in 2021, contracted in 2023, and just some slight expansion. The only time that industry did well was in 2024 because of the contribution of gold and the mining and quarry subsector of the economy. But last year, it's only gold that improved a little. All the others in that category or subsector performed poorly. That's the reason why we recorded 2.3. But if this were to grow as expected, then your question, issue of unemployment would also be affected, because the more jobs there are in the system, the more these youths will be absorbed to work. But unfortunately, we didn't grow that way.
Chief Analyst at the National Development Planning Commission, Ono Eye Ora Isaac Kwesi Ewe, Ono Nechri Muse, Samusi Ampa economy no nyini dia, Momani Nyensun so yen so ewa bra, nyuma eba, ama mebuni adeshen so, etumenye biaye, ye kwa manone ensemu.
This segment is brought to you by Desat Solutions.
Ye twaso manone ensemu a ye call man be a friend in Myanmar mo e wa manya e share Asia se no wo ka ho bi na UN4 e de ababe to dwa say refugees be ahanum 500 and wo mo gidi ye se wo mo ato ananom e wo ensie do sanse e ye ship bi and wo mo gumo ship ba ko no mo kire se afa nipa be 250 and wo matena mu atata so pa wo mo nyina peso mo dwane ohwe Asia wono a asenchinwa hwe kakra ntokwa bi mu dwane ye dwane akwa ha ene se nipa dodo no akofo ship ba ko a edan butu ye wo mo kire se ankyere bia ba ko bi nso a eno so nipa be 280 usese ni wo mo eno so koda butu ye eno nti United Nations High Commissioner Edema Refugees wo mo no makasa ede afasa asemi ho se eye hia samsanso ya rehosam a wo moguso eye nhwehwemu fa asam no ho na se ne yekoda butu ye no so moguso ehwehwe enipa dodo domo nsa beka wo mo atiase ene wo mo afiri mu a ensam wo mo kan so mo susu se nipa be 500 ene betumi afiri mu e wo sa hawi mu.
Carrying around 530 Rohingya men, women and children seeking safety. One boat is believed to have lost contact shortly after departure, while the second is suspected of having sunk off Myanmar's Ayeyarwady coast during rough monsoon conditions. Humanitarian agencies fear that there are few, if any, survivors. The tragedy is among the deadliest maritime disasters involving the Rohingya community in recent years. The International Organization for Migration and the UN Refugee Agency, they say the reports are deeply concerning, although the final death toll is yet to be officially confirmed. The disaster once again highlights the desperate circumstances facing the Rohingya, while hundreds of thousands continue to live amid conflict and insecurity inside Myanmar's Rakhine state. With limited opportunities, ongoing violence, and growing human trafficking networks, many continue to risk dangerous sea journeys in search of safety.
Amanebo way every Myanmar and know your mind back ewo Asia. Now you free wabesia ko US. E ho so arawo samankra and you say a parasite be atiasim 34 states and woman who say e be atiasim ewo ho. On friend no cyclospora. Na amanebo ne se sa parasite be to me ko ni pedue mu a enye me to me de ba no e be a diarrhea and ye na e be sane a wabra enya ye hu to me hyehyehye omochese oye mememe no wani so nyina ebiriwo enti se de sene wo musi eba mane a omosi 34 US states and wo mahu bi ewo mo no nipa be 7000 ne akirei ena nkontabo so kire se ebi aka wo mo a aban no esusi se wo mo kofa atosode bi e de free Mexico e de ba lettuce na ze de ye friend salad lettuce green one pe no womo kofa de free Mexico neba aban no esusu se eno na ebetumi akwakofa sa parasite ya aba betia te se ewo US man no efa baby womo kyerese sa cyclospora yi womo tumi hu no ensu aye finimo na kyerese womo eduadua lettuce nom ne cabbage ni ade no ensu no womo tuto petepete so ebeboa ma atosodie na tumi anyini no eno mom na aya na samo wa bi ewo mu a womo gidi ye lettuce bi omkofa free Mexico na akwakofa sa de yeba womo nya hu anase enyansi pi ewo sa adwen a womo fa mu na mum no nhwehwemu eneguso a ekoso a omo betumi ehunu bia ye free ba sebe omo betumi asia no.
The US health authorities are now investigating one of the country's biggest outbreaks of cyclopsoriasis, a parasitic infection caused by cyclospora parasite. An estimated 7,000 cases have been reported across 32 states, with more than 140 people being hospitalized. Michigan has emerged as the worst affected state, accounting for nearly 3,700 confirmed infections. The parasite is typically spread through contaminated fresh produce or drinking water. The health officials are investigating possible links to lettuce, onions, coriander, and other green leafy vegetables, but they say that the exact source is yet to be confirmed. The symptoms further include severe or prolonged diarrhea, stomach cramps, nausea, fatigue, weight loss, and fever. The doctors say that symptoms can take anywhere from 2 to 14 days to appear, making it extremely hard to identify the contaminated food source and to contain the outbreak. As a precaution, selected Taco Bell outlets temporarily have removed ingredients such as lettuce, onions, coriander, and guacamole from their menus while investigation continues. However, the authorities say that no direct link has been established between the outbreak and the restaurant chain. The public health experts and Democrat lawmakers have further said that the funding cuts and job losses at federal health agencies have reduced the country's ability to monitor foodborne diseases. They point to last year's decision to scale back on FoodNet, a key surveillance program that had stopped actively tracking several foodborne pathogens, including cyclospora, because of the funding constraints.
Amanone samwa yede esomo ebuba kwene yegina so na yede onwudwo kase nyina si ha okwanews.apmedia.gh.com abenya online stories no Samsung na Facebook and YouTube handle ni APTV.gh say YouTube ne nko a na obetumi akohwehwe APTV.gh o subscribe to your channel no a ene ma betumi akoso Facebook de APTV online TikTok Instagram and X interfere ni APmedia_GH ubetumi anya yen yedwumedi ahodo a yedi gu ho nyina u follow yen na o like my yen wo do comment so etoto ase na wo share bibia so betumi akonanim mo so for boss lady Afia Kyem Agyemang ena me so mo kase ne kinkan mu yemfa wodadi nkrai ento aso. Happy birthday to you, Abigail Ade Sapon. Nyame edi afrekra ka baya yemfie ho Yakopon shaw na oma wonyinimu enye fe. Awodadi nkrai efri o maame vida ho. Osi emfa fidi kesi so emma ne baba ya Abigail Ade Sapon a happy birthday. Ene efia danti no so Dr. Kukudazi Efrem ne ncheche nkwaje kwan simiso biom ena eba wakwamu TV so ya gibre na watumi ahwebi yego so kan mo se an outdoor commentary no a na Black Stars for bobo bi a yede bremu chese nyame amfafi ye firi mu ntam no yede ba ko bi so to amo wo kase Samsung showroom yesi yede kase pa bi to amo wo kase Samsung showroom enim ho pe Electroland ho ho na baso Argentina and Afia so Spain bobo we die enya asem kuma kra e de commentary be bra mu nti ubehia kepoku ubehia same ubehia tipolo ubehia wo makeka ho nyina behia menso wo ho aye nyina ye de odro be bo dom wo kase Samsung showroom enim ho Sunday 7 p.m. Sunday 7 p.m. enumre ti ekwa asore pon ne be we fufuo diwi a ye nyina ye kohwe ball no bi World Cup finals ne de obi a be hwe bi ti ye nyina ye mehwe kase Samsung showroom no enim ho Electroland ho na outdoor commentary no ebekoso Madam nyina wase ama momo ene hwe ene ti afia damu nie nti ye bo awra weekend nim koso a ne hwe ho so nyame adom adwoada ye besehia